Can't you do it right just once? I'm only asking you. Oh, I'm only asking you to do one thing. Press the valve. Press them right. Okay. I'm only asking you to do one thing. Yes, it's about you. Well, it's not about me. It's about you. You won't punch me. No, you're too much of a wimp. No, you wouldn't. Oh, bro.
What's up, Harlem? I'm Kiara, and this is HNN. Welcome back, Huskies. We've all felt the effects of COVID, but the Asian community has also felt additional effects as well.
A lot has happened within the year 2020. The Australian forest fires, the Beirut explosion, and of course, the pandemic, all of which have been covered by media extensively. But something that I've noticed that has been lacking within the coverage of the media is the increased racism against Asians because of politicians calling COVID-19 names like the Kung Flu and the Chinese virus, which of course paints targets on those of Asian descent. Instances of COVID-related racism includes when a chiropractor used the term Chinese virus on his front window, and in North Carolina where a real estate agent was targeted with racist graffiti on their billboard sign. Another instance where a CNN reporter revealed that they had 3 racist encounters within 1 hour, including an encounter with airport police. The racism that is happening now is somewhat reminiscent of the racism that was happening back in 2014 in relation to the Ebola outbreak. Instances of Ebola-related racism include when Italian mothers in suburban Rome organized a petition drive to keep a 3-year-old black girl from attending kindergarten after her family traveled to Uganda, thousands of miles away from the Ebola outbreak. In a Time article about Ebola-related bullying, there's a father that says the bullying began soon after his 2 sons arrived at their New York City high school from Senegal almost 1 month ago. They were called Ebola by other students, taunted about possibly being contagious, and excluded from playing ball. What things that you should consider when you're experiencing hate. Trust your instincts and assess your surroundings. If you feel unsafe and you are able to, leave the area. Take a deep breath, limit eye contact, and maintain neutral body language. In a calm and firm voice, establish physical boundaries and announce their behavior and comments. Ask bystanders for support or intervention, and once you feel safe, take time to recover and reach out to someone to talk about what happened. Remember, this is not your fault, and you are not alone. If you are witnessing hate, approach the targeted person, introduce yourself, and offer support. Ask before taking any actions, and respect the targeted person's wishes. Monitor the situation if needed. Using your discretion, attempt to calm the situation by using your voice, body language, or distractions. If the situation escalates, invite the targeted person to join you in leaving. Help the targeted person by asking how they're feeling. Assist them in figuring out what they want to do next.
Thanks for the information. Remember to stay kind to each other in this difficult time. Next up, Yearbook has some information for its seniors.
Hey Huskies, the 2020-2021 Yearbook staff would like to give you an update on this year's yearbook. Class of 2021, we still have availability for senior ads, so if your family is interested in purchasing a senior ad, we still have plenty of space. We have sent information to your Harlem emails. They've also been mailed and emailed to your families and guardians. And we've also posted the ordering information on the Senior Yearbook Google Classroom. But we offer a variety of sizes of ads based on the prices from full page to half page to quarter page to 1/8 of a page and 1/16 of a page. And we can have up to 15 pictures for a full page, and they go down to 6 pictures for a half page, 3 to 4 for a quarter, 1 to 2 pictures for an eighth, and then having 1 picture for the 16th of a page. All of these can be designed by the yearbook staff, or you can design the full page, the half page, the quarter page, and the eighth page on the Jostens Ad Service website. If your family or parent or guardians would like to design the ads themselves, there is that availability as well. Here are some examples we have of the full pages, half pages, and quarter pages to see how we can customize them. We really have an unlimited possibility of colors, fonts, styles, and templates. We also have these sizes here, the 8th page and the 16th pages. While they are smaller, they are just as meaningful, so we want to make sure that you can see what those would look like as well. Our order dates are ending soon though, so if your family would still like to place an order for a senior ad, we can absolutely do that. If you would like to design the ad yourself, or your family would like to design the ad themselves, for the online orders, that date ends January 31st. If you would like to have the yearbook staff design your yearbook ad for the seniors, those are due by February 15th, 2021. If you would like the yearbook staff to design the ad for you, please make sure that you and your family read the directions very carefully on the senior ad order form and the senior ad agreement form to see what information and what details are needed in order to create this senior ad for you. If you have any questions or any ideas that you might want to include or might want us to include in the 2020-2021 yearbook, please email them to casey.gallagher@harlem122.org.
Everyone make sure to check your emails for any yearbook updates. Next, recently, a member of the Machesney Park Village has recently retired. Let's check that out. Lori Mitchell moved to Loves Park, Illinois in 1964, and that fall moved to Rockford, where she graduated from Rockford East High School in 1965. She worked in an office and eventually attended Rock Valley College, focusing on communications. She was employed by the Harlem School District from 1984 to 2004 as a secretary, the executive assistant to the assistant superintendent for curriculum, and administrative assistant for staff and community relations. She retired from the Harlem School District in 2004 and was elected as village clerk May 2, 2005. She served on the Illinois Municipal League Legislative Committee and was recognized by the Northwestern Illinois Municipal Clerks Association and the Municipal Clerks of Illinois as Clerk of the Year in 2017.
Being Machesney Park Village Clerk was a lot of enjoyment while meeting and assisting residents. I love coordinating the Yards of Distinction program and the holiday lighting contest. I don't see slowing down too much in my future. I'm hoping to write a book in the future regarding my life that began in the hills of Kentucky and the journey I've traveled to arrive where I am in life through Machesney Park, Illinois, and how I arrived in Sun City, Arizona. I guess the one thing I want to emphasize to students is to keep learning and keep doing and be involved. I've always told my grandchildren a quote that I repeat over and over. I used to say before they left for school in the morning was, knowledge is power. So keep learning and keep enjoying life.
It's good to learn about our community members and how she can stay motivated. Speaking of being motivated, let's check out how we can stay motivated throughout the year.
The Oxford Dictionary defines motivation as the general desire or willingness of someone to do something. This willingness is something I have found myself lacking in during the last few months, and I know I'm not alone. In fact, a 2020 study conducted by the University of Colorado showed that before the pandemic changed school as we know it, 84% of students surveyed rated their scholarly motivation as a 5 out of 10, and after, a whopping 81% of their student body rated their motivation below a 5. But you don't have to read a study to know the impacts of COVID on educational motivation. Just talk to the students around you. Many of us are struggling with having the drive to even leave our beds. And this lack of motivation has a direct impact on how we learn and complete tasks like schoolwork. The events of last year have contributed to a significant reduction of school performance across the board. I mean, you obviously have to get out of bed before you complete your work. though at this point, many of us have probably found ways around that. It's not only school performance, but also overall mental health of students that has seen a major decrease. Issues like increased anxiety and depression are expected to hit adolescents particularly hard. There are many factors that contribute to the crisis that is declining school performance and mental health, and a lot of them have been imposed by the circumstances of the pandemic. As we reach the dawn of a new semester, it is important that we at least try to take the necessary steps to increase our motivation and maximize our chances at scholarly success. Here are some measures you can take to help set yourself up for success during this uncertain time. Have a routine that you follow regularly. Studies show that the brain loves routine. Of course, it is good to mix it up a little sometimes, but keeping the same basic structure daily can alleviate some unnecessary stress and boost motivation. Make goals. It is important that you are making objectives that are realistic and reasonable. Goals can look different to everyone, so don't push yourself to be like others. Just do what works for you. Don't stare at a huge list of assignments that need to be done, because that makes it feel like an overwhelming list of chores. Instead, try setting an end goal for the day, or even the week, and then work towards achieving it. Reward yourself. Positive reinforcement does wonders for motivation. Do something nice for yourself when you complete these goals. It can be literally anything you enjoy doing. Just be sure not to overdo it. Only reward yourself when you complete a goal. Talk to others. Whether it's asking your teachers questions, vibing with the homies, or reaching out to that friend you haven't talked to in way too long. It's important to keep a support system handy and talk to them about what matters to you. People can help you feel understood and keep you honest with your goals and routines. And finally, pay attention to history. If your grades don't look that great this semester, don't dwell on it. The past is the past. That said, you should try to take away the knowledge of habits that didn't serve you well, so that you can steer away from them in the future. While this year may feel like a surreal, never-ending chain of confusion, it does still count, and we still have to get out of bed to face our schoolwork and other obligations at some point. In the midst of all the chaos, keeping motivated is one major way to meet your educational goals and maintain your mental and emotional health.
And that's the show, Harlem. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.